Hello and welcome, viewers. Hello, Trisha.
Hi.
Today's live is a special one, a different one, because as everyone can see, it's about cricket, it's about IPL, but the peg is different. In these times of Corona, in the last few days, with cricketers leaving the bio bubble in IPL, and with growing cases, we don't need to escalate the concerns because everybody knows what is happening in India, especially. People are dying, people are not getting oxygen. So there are a lot of concerns. People are not at all happy. And with players exiting bio bubbles, uh, a topic has become a raging issue. That's whether IPL should continue or not. Whether in times of Corona, is it okay to have an IPL or not? So we will give our views. We respect the views of the people who are watching this. People have their opinion. But if I can say in short, in one word, I feel IPL should happen. I'll give my opinion, but first I want to ask you, Trisha, what do you think? Should IPL continue? Should it stop? What do you think?
Well, see, I would say the biggest problem here is the way IPL is viewed. IPL is viewed as an entertainment. IPL is not entertainment. IPL is, sports is an industry, and IPL is a project, and IPL is a huge, huge project in that, a mass project. If IPL stops, in one word, my answer is no. IPL should happen. And if you are asking for IPL to be stopped, then you should ask for every single factory, industry, IT, offices, everything to be closed. Are we doing that? Is it possible? Is it something that our economy can handle? No. IPL is not about Virat Kohli alone. IPL is not about MS Dhoni alone. IPL is not about, uh, the cricketers who have blue ticks in social media. Yes, they can afford not to play one IPL. I completely agree. They will be fine. They will be safe. What about us? What about you? What about me? What about the thousands? No, actually, thousands is a wrong number. Lakhs working in IPL. For you guys, it's entertainment who are watching. Have you guys ever thought how are you watching the broadcast? Just Argha, why don't you take them through a broadcast room? How many people work there? Step by step, tell them how many people work in one broadcast room. Please tell me.
See, having we both of us have worked in the production teams of different tournaments in the last
Exactly.
few years, and people who don't know, starting from makeup didi, a makeup man, to someone who is providing a chai, to someone who is working behind the camera, the whole crew. I will not go on explaining each and every member of the crew because there's cameraman, there's EVS operator, there's producer, there's director, anchors. We see
Editors.
them we see them in front of the camera, so people know that okay, there are so many number of anchors and so many number of commentators because they hear them. But to get that footage online, to get that show online, you need a whole team, and that team is huge, who work behind the
Absolutely.
scenes. And also IPL, it's happening from the venue, as well as there are a lot of feeds which are happening from Mumbai. So there are numerous number of people working behind this. And I, for a fact, know that there are people who are in the bio bubble with their family members sick or struggling from COVID. I know
Absolutely.
someone who had come to IPL, who had, like, I'm talking about the last IPL, and his wife was COVID positive at that point of time, recovering from COVID at a hospital, but still he had to come. Now, given an option, he wouldn't have come. But like everybody needs money to run their family, these are the people who also need money. So just like every daily wage worker who has to go out, these are the people who need to go out during IPL. Yes, they are safe in a biosecure bubble, but they are also thinking about their families. And if they would have been given an option, then if you don't work from for 1 year, and if you and you would still get paid, nobody would have come and nobody would have wanted the IPL to happen, because then they would have been at their home with their family. But there's no other option if they don't earn that money. And most of the people who work in the sports industry, most of them are contractual workers. So they work for IPL for 2 months, some other project for 3 months. It's not like a 12-month job, like the IT companies. I'm not demeaning the
Absolutely.
workers who work in IT companies, but
No,
it's not a
absolutely.
permanent job. So
In
once
fact,
it's not a
just a second, sorry. I just wanted to stop you here. In fact, every time somebody is writing or tweeting ban IPL, my only problem is you are actually undermining us, we who work behind the scenes. Yes, you have problems with BCCI's money. Maybe you have problems with who. I will come to that all that later. Who's donating? Who's not donating? Can franchises donate more? But what about those small families? Those families who are getting livelihood because of IPL? You are saying that
exactly,
sports is not important, sports industry is not important, but every other industry is important, because sports industry according to you is only entertainment. No,
exactly,
it is also an industry much like the IT industry, e-commerce industry, groceries store, everything. All the industries, all the factories are doing the, different kinds of work. Work profile is different, but they are also working like we are doing. They are all, their
exactly.
livelihood also depend much like our livelihood depends on IPL. Please go ahead.
Exactly. And one more point here. Unlike the IT companies where you can work from home with a laptop or a desktop, in
Correct.
this production thing, it's not ideal to work from home. It doesn't
Absolutely.
happen like that, because you can't do replicate everything which is in an office setup or in a stadium setup in your home. That is not possible. You need the fastest of internet connection for a coverage, and that also it will drop at some point of time. And what happens to your coverage then? So people have to go there, people have to work behind the scene. Even I will talk about people who are working in the social media handles of different franchises.
Absolutely.
During
Absolutely.
IPL, people are recruited, especially for social media work. So the number we are talking about the production team, there are so many other teams like the social
Also, don't
media team.
forget the hotel industry. Six
Exactly,
venues, six venues, and eight teams. That many, and every team is in a separate hotel. That many hotels, that many hotel staffs. I have to say this at this point. I know a lot of people are started this hue and cry mainly after the Andrew Tai statement. I just have a single
exactly,
point. If I could, I would have asked Andrew Tai one single point. Who was serving him when he was in the hotel? He was in the bio bubble for a long time. So is Andrew Tai saying that that person who was serving him, will Andrew Tai pay the salary? If he isn't going to pay it, then he has no right in questioning BCCI or the franchises, because the franchises are paying that salary. That salary of
exactly.
that man,
What?
that boy, that girl, that waiter, that waitress, that cook, the chef, and that front office manager, that's hotel, travel, car
Yeah, the
drivers,
bus,
bus
the bus
drivers.
driver.
Will you
Exactly. And
guys, you guys are asking
what
for an
Andrew?
IPL ban? Will you guys pay that? It's not possible. It's not possible, and I'm not pointing fingers. I'm sure if all of us had enough money, all of us would want to stay away. It's not players
Yeah,
alone. All of us are going in bio
exactly.
bubbles, and bio
And
bubbles
what
are
Andrew
tough.
Tai, yeah, and
Yeah.
what Andrew Tai said is that why are the franchises not giving this money to the COVID affected or regarding this COVID crisis?
What
Now the
does he
thing
mean?
is, that is a different point. I'll come to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, how does he know? Second of all, if these franchisees didn't recruit the number of personnel that are there, then who would run their families? My first question is that if those people
Absolutely
wouldn't earn anything, their family would die of starvation. Then who would
correct.
take care of that? Just like the common people are saying that we have to go, or the lower middle class people are saying that we have to go to our work every day, we have to sell our stuff, and we have to come back and we have to get those money. We will get those money only if we go. Then it's the same thing for the people who are working in IPL too. So what's
Absolutely
different? It's exactly same. It's nothing different. Another thing, the problem is every time IPL is like a punching bag. Any problem,
true.
you talk
True.
about IPL. You find out that IPL should be blamed for anything and everything. That's not the way. Even Asian Champions
One
League,
more thing.
AFC
No, no.
Champions.
One more thing. Yeah. Here I would like to add on. There's, all sorts of sports are going on. There's hockey, which is there was a hockey tournament, but IPL. You know why people blame IPL? I do understand the standpoint from where people come, because people blame the pompous of the IPL. What they feel is, because suppose in a city like Ahmedabad, because IPL is now happening in Ahmedabad, what they feel is all facilities will be provided to IPL players and organizers. The government will give them all sorts of protection and rob the common people from it. That is where one part of the frustration and anger also comes in. But that is not happening, because IPL players are in a complete bio bubble secure environment for months now, and they will stay like that for the end of the tournament. Hence, we, like, the IPL is not hoarding any medicines, any oxygen supplies, any beds, any roads, any ambulances. No,
Exactly.
that's a wrong concept. And adding on
Exactly.
industries, the biggest industry we forget to add on is bat manufacturing, ball manufacturers, gloves manufacturers, helmet manufacturers, pad manufacturers. I can go on and on and on about the industries which will be affected. And guess what? IPL also will affect the Indian economy. Can we
Exactly.
Indians afford the economy going down more? Is that even possible? We are already going through times when our economy has almost crashed. Can we afford it to crash a little more, go down a little more? I don't know. I don't think so. Yes, Orgo, sorry.
Exactly. And what I feel is that the problem is something else, and you are blaming a
Something
different
different.
entity, yeah,
Absolutely.
for that problem. Why not blame the people who created this problem? Why were
Absolutely.
cylinders, why were oxygen plants not set up in the proper time? Why was not a strict lockdown not there? And I will also blame the common public who let their
Absolutely.
masks down, who let their guard
Absolutely.
down. Because I have seen people roaming around in the streets without masks in the
I have
during
still seen
January,
them do it.
December.
I still see them do it. And when you tell
Yeah,
common people that wear your mask, they will shout back at you. They will misbehave with you.
exactly.
And all the frustration on IPL, just because there's a punching
Yeah,
bag, and just because you and I
exactly.
probably do not cannot speak against the government in social media because we are scared they might, it might affect us, they might attack us, etc., etc. We do understand, but there are certain other concerns also which I with Orgo, with your permission, which I would like to speak about before we close.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
uh, we always assume that if it's not on social media, then it has not happened. For example, when Sachin Tendulkar or a Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma has not posted in social media, they have definitely not donated, which is not true. Let me tell you.
yeah.
Boria Mazumdar comes and says a lot of things and he has not donated, which is not true. And I can tell you, I have seen it, I have seen these people donating. Yes, they have not put it out in social media, agreed. What Andrew Ty said, he felt that. Did he go and speak to the franchises whether they have donated or not? Whether they are donating, whether they're planning to donate, we don't even know. We just assume that people don't. I understand in an environment which is so negative, negativity is the first thing, but social media cannot validate anything, right? Until and unless I've put up in social media, Orgo has donated, I have donated, we have all donated the amount we can, of course.
Exactly.
Again, IPL is also a place which is putting up messages. Get your vaccination. Get
Yeah.
yourself vaccinated, because there are a lot of negative comments about vaccination, and I know a number of friends of mine, and Organ and I have spoken about this. They're scared to take
Yeah.
vaccinations. But
Yeah.
IPL is where when a Virat Kohli says I am vaccinated, you will feel confident that okay, someone like Virat Kohli is taking the vaccine, I can also take it.
Yeah.
You know, there are continuous messages, wash your hands. And also, if you remember, in one of the matches the ball went to a stand. I think it was a Chennai someone match, you know, Chennai and who
Mm.
I can't Chennai Rajasthan, where
Mm.
the ball went to a stand and it was not retrieved because it
Yeah.
went to a stand. And remember, there's no crowd. It was not retrieved because the stand is not bio bubble friendly, it's not in the bio bubble. So understand, all
Exactly.
rules are followed. But what you
Yeah.
guys are asking for is basically, India and Indians have already lost millions and millions of jobs. We can't afford to lose more jobs. And I
Exactly.
think we will end by saying IPL is not entertainment. Yes, if the matches can spread a bit of positivity, we are grateful to be part of it. But please understand, it is our livelihood. If it is taken away, he doesn't earn anything, I don't earn anything, and there are many who won't. Last year, when IPL actually didn't happen, 157 days I was workless, I was jobless. And that is why I know what others might be going through. Orgo,
Exactly.
please take up and
Yeah.
let's close this discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You have already said everything. I would just request everyone to apply a little bit of logic, because two wrongs don't make something right. So
Absolutely.
we should, and I think not only IPL, other games should also start, because there are a lot of other sports person, be it athletics, be it football. Those are they are also struggling. So those are the games that also need to start, because of the future of these athletes. We already saw AFC Champions League being held in Goa. There were quite a few matches being played. FC Goa played really well there. So we need to focus on something which is right, and not drag anything and everything into something which is not going right. That's what I feel.
Before finishing, we just have 30 odd seconds before we finish. I would like to say I'm really grateful because all of you joined us, right? And there are two three comments I would love to take it, or go with your permission. So
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Ashish Satyam says political rallies should be stopped instead of IPL 2021. Ashish, we absolutely agree. You know, because Bengal elections have shown a number of political rallies, and that's where, you know, very good point.
That's where the
P,
problem lies.
yeah, absolutely. P. Shah says, good point raised by Orgha Bhattacharya. The people who are working in this industry knows the value of IPL and other sports activities which are going on. Absolutely. Because all of us and our families will be affected. Arthur Nidham, an astounding discussion. Thank you so much. I hope
Thank
all of
you.
you liked it. And we will come up with many more such important discussions. Before ending, I would like to just say three things. Take vaccination if you're eligible. Wear mask if you have to go out, otherwise stay at home. And please be safe, please help each other. Let's spread a bit of positivity in this entire negativity. Thank you for watching.